Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It is me, Johnny Sports, and welcome to the AS Roma Career Mode. Did something fly across your screen like a text saying AS Roma Career Mode? No? Okay, then I basically had no time to edit. I'm sorry for that. But this is a really important episode, boys, because a lot is happening in this one. We are getting ourselves a new striker. A lot of people have been saying that Sanabria should be our new striker in the team. I have been listening to you guys, but most of you people have voted for Carlos Tevez to be our first striker in the team in the future for AS Roma, and now he has only recently joined Boca Juniors, so I can only actually get him on the transfer deadline day. That is the way FIFA works. It was the same in the last FIFA, and in this one it's also the same. If you guys enjoy the AS Roma Career Mode, please drop a like. Let's get over 1,500 likes. That would be much appreciated, assistant coaches. Also, thanks to so many of you guys tuning in for the stream today. Yes, I did a live stream today early on, which was kind of spontaneous, and I really enjoyed interacting with you guys again. It was amazing. But here we are playing against Bologna, and this is a match that we should definitely win. It is the first one today, and we are starting off with Salah crossing it in for one of our strikers, which was Sanabria in that match, and he's not able to get that one in. Strutman, Gervinho, Paredes have to join in order to maybe get something going in the attack, because our team was not really able to get many attacks in within the first 78 minutes of this match. Now it is Salah on the right hand side. This time he's doing some work, passing it over to Paredes. Paredes gets taken down, and it's a penalty. 80th minute, Antonio Sanabria scores it. 81st minute, in the absence of a main striker in this team, the youngster is stepping up to the penalty and scoring it. That's exactly what you need to do to tell your coach, man, I'm the future of this team, and that is exactly something that I want to talk about. So many assistant coaches have not really been happy with the decision of Tevez because they thought he is too old. Tevez is 31 years old. This career mode, don't get me wrong, will probably not last for 4 or 5 seasons. This is not a career mode in which we will go for only young players. The young player career mode is basically the one where I pick up a team like maybe Leicester City, who are not really the best team, and I can basically replace the old players with youngsters or talents in those positions. And in this career mode, we already have high rated players. We already have some talents in our team, and in the striking position, I'd rather have a complete product instead of having someone that I have to develop, like maybe an Embolo, who many people have suggested in the comments down below. But still, Tevez has won the poll, and he's definitely the guy that I'm going for. After that victory that we just had, it was time to play against Frosinone, and this is definitely not the best team in the world. So we simmed that match. 2 goals from Iturbe, which really surprised me and also made me happy. Carlos Tevez, it's time, boys. It's transfer deadline day, and I want this player in my team. 40 million plus my con. They want something between 40 and 46 million. And I know that they will not sell him below that amount. So I decided to offer them 40 million plus my con, and they said no. So I was like, maybe we have to offer another player, De Sanctis, another player that we are not really looking to keep in our team. The guy that we want is Alisson at the start of the next season, because we signed him on pre-contract just as Carrillo and Matip. So 3 amazing players will be joining our team at the start of the next season. Carlos Tevez's team has finally accepted, and now it was time to give the 86 rated beast a contract, 240k in euros. Keep that in mind, please. He's getting that contract. He's accepting it. He is joining AS Roma, the new striker for our team from Argentina. Will probably be able to work together with his fellow Argentine on the right hand side, Iturbe, really well. And he is the beast that has played for Juventus already. I really like this player. In my opinion, he's one of the top strikers in the world. Really sad to see him go over to Argentina, but it seems like a personal decision. So if it makes him happy, that's the right thing to do for himself. And he has everything in him that you need in a striker except the height. He's not really the tallest player, so I will not be able to cross it into him for him to head it in. but maybe that is exactly what I need to do. Maybe that is exactly what gets you guys good gameplay, dribbling, getting past players, long shots, all of that good stuff. And the first match that we had to play was against Berardi and his team, Sassuolo. Berardi is one of my long-term targets. At the start of the next season, I would love to get this guy into my team. I want you assistant coaches to let me know in the comments down below today. Do you want to see Berardi playing for AS Roma in the next season? He's basically the only Italian big talent that I can buy for the start of the next season, apart from players like Verratti. But Berardi is kind of more realistic, so let's go for that one. And by the way, this match is also the debut of Tevez. He had the first chance already, and then I also decided to put him onto the free kick 31 yards out, and that shot was not good enough. His statistics on a free kick do look a little bit better than Pjanic's, which really surprised me because I thought Pjanic is known for being a beast on the free kicks, but Tevez has just a lot more power. And that pass could have landed at his feet. It didn't really work out. Second half starting now. It is Sassuolo getting past me way too easily, and I don't know how he actually got past me. And that's 1-0. Sassuolo take the lead against AS Roma, and it is another game in which we could lose our unbeatables title this season. Yes, we still are the team to be beaten in the Serie A. Gervinho, Iturbe and Benassi are joining into the game because I needed someone to really go ahead and do something about the midfield. The midfield was not really working together really well, and Tevez was basically the only guy to try and score, and it didn't really work out for him because the goalkeeper was showing a great performance until now. Tevez again, 91 shot power. You can basically take shots with this guy from anywhere on the pitch, and right now we needed his finishing. It is the 89th minute as the pass comes over to Tevez, and he hits the crossbar. The referee will now blow the whistle, and for the first time ever in the Serie A, we have lost the match. Even though we have played against bigger opposition, it is Sassuolo, the other team that I had in the poll as well for the Serie A, that has beaten us with players like Berardi, who are definitely big talents. If you guys ever try to go ahead and do a Serie A career mode, please do it with Sassuolo, because that team definitely has so much potential and you have such amazing players in there. You definitely have to try that out, and I'm 100% sure that you guys will have a lot of fun doing so. 14 victories, 7 draws and 1 loss so far for our team, I think. And now it was time to take a look at our opponent. It is Napoli. Napoli does have a really strong team who has really made their way up into the top of the league, because they have started really badly and now they are just going through everyone, beating them, and that in a convincing way. And because of their performances, for the first time in a long time, we have lost our first position in the Serie A to Napoli. It was time to make up for the mistakes that we have made in the last match with terrible defending against Sassuolo, against those youngsters who were really hungry. They wanted that victory more than our team, with the debut of Tevez, who definitely tried his best, but he still wasn't really able to score, even though he had a really big chance in the 90th minute. Sampdoria is our next opponent, and their left midfielder or left winger, Christodolopoulos, is now getting past my right back Florenzi. He will now pass it inside, and it is a big chance for Sampdoria to take the lead against AS Roma. We are basically falling apart. What is happening? This is not what I wanted to see for my team. After the transfer of Tevez, I wanted to score many goals, but now, instead of my attack being really good, my defense was falling apart. What was wrong? What just happened? Within the course of one episode, we went from best team and unbeaten to losing against teams like Sassuolo and Sampdoria, who are basically normally teams that are landing at the mid-table. So I was shocked. I was really shocked, and I was not expecting this at all. Like, being 2-0 down straight away in this match, nah, that was not my plan, and I knew there was still enough time to to turn it around. So I decided, let's just try and defend. Let us not concede another goal, and that was just about to happen because Sampdoria had so many chances, and from that point on I knew now it was time to make some changes for the formation. I decided to go over to the 4-4-2 formation because I knew the only way to come back into this game was with Tevez and Sanabria in the striking position together, and basically one guy right behind them, Totti, the legend, the myth for AS Roma. It is the 78th minute as a corner kick is coming in for AS Roma. Florenzi does get it. He has a good long shot on him, and his shot does not really hit the target, and we have to look for the equalizer, or not really the equalizer, for at least one goal to get back into this match. Again, Totti now looking for someone in the middle. He finds Strootman again struggling, though he does find Totti, who then scores. 84th minute, the legend is getting us back into this match, and this is the 90th minute as the team is pushing forward for the equalizer. Maybe we will not lose 2 matches in a row, but actually in the end Sampdoria got the ball away and we lost 2 matches in a row in the Serie A against 2 teams that we should have not lost against. I mean, a draw against both teams, I would have taken that, but losing against both of them, that was a terrible performance. My defensive skills have just basically gone from best defensive team in the league to the worst. I don't know how they got past me that easily, but we now have lost 2 matches and we have to cope with that. We have to do something about it. And even though Manolas and his teammate Castan were not really performing too well, he was asking for a new contract. Perin, even though he conceded many goals and he has lost 2 matches in a row, he's going up to the 83 rating, which is at least some good message to take out of this week. Napoli and Inter now ahead of us. Juventus is 4 points behind us. And guess which team we are playing against up next? It is Juventus. Yes, the former team of Tevez, the old guy. He's 32 years old. Yes, he is. But he has gone up to the 87 rating. Yes, he's still improving. Even though his potential is set to be 86, he has improved to the 87 rating, and that is something I love to see about these old players. Sometimes you get lucky and they do still continue to grow, like De Rossi, and sometimes you just basically have no luck and they will go down in their ratings. Especially with really high rated players like Ibrahimovic or maybe Robben, it's really important that those players do not decline too fast so that you can still have some fun with those players. And with Tevez, it is exactly that what happened. Now it's time for him to play against his former club, Juventus, and maybe, just maybe, we could have a really good story going on here. Tevez scoring against his former club. How good that would be. De Rossi starting off with a long shot, a really decent one, and finally a start to the match without an attack on our goal. Nainggolan now losing the ball, but he's still fighting for it, and that is exactly what I love about this player. Nainggolan will pass it inside, and Falke, how do you not score that? You have scored from really bad angles, but this one was easy and he does hit the post, and our team is struggling to find the lead in this match. Tevez getting his first touch onto the ball, 25th minute, one-on-one against Buffon, and that is not going in. Not really a good shot, let's be honest. Tevez, that was a lot of power, but not really aiming too much. 29th minute, Mandzukic. Out of all the strikers that Juventus has, like Dybala or Morata, it was exactly the striker that I did not want to score against me. It is Mandzukic, the former Bayern player, scoring, and he makes it 1-0. Again, Roma going down 1-0, the same start to this match as the last ones, and now Falke is missing another big opportunity. I know that wasn't easy, but come on, you could have done better. A free kick given to us in the 47th minute. Maybe this was the chance for Tevez to become a hero. Maybe this was the perfect position to score a goal from. 35 yards against one of the best keepers in the world. Tevez against Buffon. That was not good enough. Not enough power on that one. I didn't do the right thing. But our team is still fighting. Falke gets the ball, looks for Nainggolan on the left. Nainggolan does see Tevez. Tevez 1-on-1 and he scores it. It's the equalizer for AS Roma, and it is the big chance to finally maybe get a victory or at least a point in the Serie A. After all these matches that we have played and in which we haven't really satisfied our fans, we are now able to maybe get a victory, a really important one against Juventus. And this was the chance. 90th minute, Totti passing it to De Rossi to Tevez. Tevez in the penalty area, shoots, gets blocked. Nainggolan gets the chance to shoot, and that gets blocked as well. Juventus' defense is doing really well, and this is the last opportunity. The cross over to Totti, the legend. I was hoping for a legendary moment, but it didn't really happen. The first match of this episode has been won, and this is the second one in which we do get a point. So 4 matches, 4 points for AS Roma. Really bad episode. 14 wins, 8 draws and 2 losses now. 2 losses from going unbeaten throughout the season, going to 2 losses straight away within 1 episode, destroyed the whole season. That just shows you how good the Serie A is and how good these teams are in competing between each other. So that is exactly what I like about the Serie A, and I think that is something that many people do not realize in FIFA. In real life, it might not be that big of a competition, but in FIFA, these players or these teams are really competitive, and you never really know which team will win the league in the end. And right now, it doesn't look like we will win it, and there's a big problem in my team. I feel like my wingers are not doing enough. I feel like they are not really contributing enough into goal scoring, and that is something that needs to change because we only do have 1 striker, and I feel like our wingers are really something that AS Roma is known for, having really good wingers who are able to cut inside, score goals, get assists, and that is just not happening. Especially Mohamed Salah, 14 matches played in the Serie A, only 2 goals, no assists. Something needs to change, assistant coaches. Let me know in the comments down below what you think we can do in order to improve the performances of our team after this really bad performance in this episode. Today, picking the player of the episode isn't too tough because Sanabria is the only guy that got us the goal for 3 points, so he's getting it. And also, assistant coaches, thank you guys so much for watching. Love you all. Thank you guys for tuning in into the stream today, and hopefully you all have a nice day. Take care and peace.